September is my January. It's when I plan my year ahead, cook up projects, hand myself a curriculum of things to learn. Also, I'm guilty of being susceptible to back-to-school marketing. So for today's project, I want to start it off the same way I did September, with a blank page and a healthy dose of naivety. And what is more that than some plain white fabric? I prepared an assortment of white lace, which I'm applying liberally across the fabric in spontaneous bursts of horizontal strokes. After sewing them down, I opened up the windows, so to say, by cutting under each strip of lace using minuscule shears. Then waxed some synthetic thread, sturdier than cotton, to fix things in place. It's giving a little cottagecore tablecloth right now, so I'm going to take it one step further. Time for some ad hoc shirring. I'm doing this by first fitting strips of bias tape along lace-free rows to form some channels, cutting up strips of elastic, about a fourth shorter than our intended bodice height, then manually inserting these through each channel, aided by this excellent contraption I just acquired. The results are somewhat ugly, I have to admit, like a wrinkly angel, but I'm unsurprisingly not mad about that. To cut out the bodice, I'm first marking out the pattern, stitching 2 parallel lines along and around these marks, then cutting ever so sluggishly within the lines. This helped me to keep all the shirring in place. Now that the front bodice looks like a front bodice, I'm attaching some interfaced front facing, stitching around the neck and arm openings, then flipping it over, garnished with a hand-sewn top stitch. Now for the back. I want it to be fully made up of lace, assembled like delicate highways. And because I'm a big noob, I didn't realize until this point that it's quite hard to sew with lace directly under the machine. So I ended up working with 2 strips of lace at a time, sandwiching a strip of bias tape between them before sewing, trimming, pressing, and zigzag stitching everything flat. Finally, I combined all pairs together using the same method. A lengthier route than originally anticipated, but the results were the same, and honestly, this is what audiobooks were made for. Coffee. I need some ties for the back, so I'm cutting and assembling 2 sets. One is narrower for the mid-back, and the other, as you can see here, is wider to be tied into a big, bombastic bow at the back. Moving on, some back facing, fold it over once, then twice, to form channels for more elastic. Thread it through once more using our superb contraption. Now we can combine front and back to form one unified whole. With all the pre-schooling out of the way, we can now get to the easy part, the skirt. I'm hand-pasting gathering stitches along the waist, then navigating one final elastic through one final channel at the back so that it can meet the back bodice in a U-shaped hug. And after all that, it's all routine. I combined the 2 skirt panels, finished the bottom hem to the best of my abilities, actually probably my cleanest work. Then finally married bodice to skirt, top to bottom, one to another. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are finally done. This dress was a joy and a challenge to make. I'm definitely a learn as I make kind of home sewist, so I loved working with lace and shirring both for the first time. And yeah, I hope you're having a great start or great end to your September. Sorry, this video took me really long to edit. I hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!